this PDF.
Yeah.
Is it really, Dave? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah, swamp ass. It's all about chafing, man, and slowing movement in both traveling and combat.
That's really good.
Yeah. And then one of the items is going to be a ointment that gets rid of swamp ass.
Preparation page.
No.
Like Gold Bond medicated powder, right?
That's a good one, but no, I think because of copyright purposes, I think it probably gets slayed with.
Oh, that's true. You can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Platinum Bond medicated powder.
But a couple of platinum coins on a bottle, that'd be good. I need that drawn. And then at the end of the game, I also want to talk to you guys about something else besides what we already talked about before. So an hour goes by, nothing happens. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys checking these other... Well, you guys wouldn't be checking the other two rooms, obviously, because you wouldn't get the 1 hit point bonus here.
No.
Yeah, Gimbal is just laying there, grumbling to himself every once in a while.
Yeah. So the middle door, Gimbal said that the middle door says, "Let the dead rest without worry." And then the door on the right says, "What magic is lost can be found."
Well, friends, I think we spent enough time in here to revitalize ourselves.
Oh, too bad. I was getting ready
Let's
to light some incense.
Just put your clothes back on and we could go.
All right,
Put your
all right,
clothes back
fine.
on.
Is it too much of a sight for you? Okay, all right. I know I'm impressive.
You don't actually have a 6-pack. It's just the armor.
No, I do.
The armor actually
then
has it molded in. Yeah, the 6-pack. Yeah.
Yeah, just to match what's underneath. That's the whole thing. Anyway, I'll put my armor back on and get ready to go.
You guys. All right, so you guys got a couple other rooms. What say you, adventurers? No more coins on that red wizard as you scoured his corpse over a couple of times.
I'm going to come over here and just kind of watch from the edge of the room.
Yeah.
Go open the other doors.
Got it.
What happened to the imp that was fighting against us?
Who cares?
It's not there. It is pretty interesting, though, because he did attack you a couple of times.
The imp was probably what's his nuts familiar, and I'll point to the dead body. So when the master dies, usually the familiars just take off.
Yeah. So, Ander, you open up this other door, and it's an identical chamber like the hot box that you guys were just in, the sauna. And this has a bunch of runes and scripture on it and stuff like that. And, like Gimbal said, this room said in Dwarvish, "Let the dead rest without worry." So there is a bunch of symbols. Looks like there's a bunch of religious symbols. So if you want to give me a religion check, Ander.
Hey, the right guy to go in there.
We'll see. Yeah, kind of worked out. And there's that same L-shaped bench. All right. So your religion check. It has something to do with. You can sense that it is an abjuration type of aura, but it looks like something about dead corpses, and that's about all that you can ascertain. Although there are other symbols and stuff that you're just not sure what it means. But you could determine that this room has something to do with maybe dead corpses is all you can really ascertain.
So I just back out and say, "It smells like dead people."
No, there's no dead bodies in there. It's just a bench.
So
there's no dead bodies. There's no smell. Nothing like that.
Sorry. So
okay.
Before we left our little sauna there, I had cast Comprehend Languages as a ritual again. So I got that up going, and I'll once he sees the door open, Gimbal kind of get up his metal, and he'll go in here and read what it says.
Of course he does. I had to say it to you. You
said
it to me.
He waits till that someone else opened the door. Yeah.
So it doesn't fall in on him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what this room is, Gimbal, is basically, with all of the dwarven scripture, is it has to do with dead bodies. So this is where the dwarves would bring bodies to prepare them, and this room is magically enchanted with an abjuration aura that prevents the corpses from basically decomposing.
Okay. Okay. Good. And then I'll peek out, see if to see if Anders opened that third door.
All right. We'll say that it
Again, I'm
does.
spending like
Same
a very
identical
little
room.
time.
And you go inside, and this is basically this is a divination magic that is in this room. And every hour that a living spellcaster spends in this room, it will have to re-roll basically this is how it's going to work. You roll a d4, and you gain 1 spent spell slot of a level equal to the die result for every hour. And then it says that you can benefit from that 1 time per day. Because if you try to benefit from it more than 1 time per day, then it will kill you.
Wow.
So I'm going to lay down on these benches too.
So I see them go in there, and they've been in there a while. So what'd you find in here?
Tell Cardos you might want to come hang out for a little bit.
Cardos, come check this out.
Anders light
Oh,
his incense.
So I think we should do another, seeing they
Oh,
want to take
incense.
advantage of that, let's do another percentage chance.
What's
to
the
see
deal
if
with
the-
this room?
Oh,
If
you
the
know
ceiling
spells too, don't you,
collapses.
Mr. Paladin guy? So I might help you. I don't know.
And it does not, unfortunately.
Yeah, does it work for divine spellcasters too, or is it just
Anyone
arcane?
that has spell slots.
Well, beautiful.
It said roll a d4.
So if you spend an hour in here, yeah. So somebody give me a random encounter check, as you guys are
All right,
going to
I'll
spend
get it.
another hour. All right, you guys spend an hour, uneventful, and let's see, you guys can roll a d4, and then with that d4 result, that's what type of spell you get back. And if you don't have 4th level spells, then you get a 3rd level spell.
I'll take it.
So Gimbal, you get a
As-
3rd, Cardos a 2, Lynn a 1, and Ander a 4, or a 3. Sorry. Ander's
Wow,
like, screw
wait.
you, I get 4th level spells already. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so Lynn, when we come into this room, he starts taking off his armor again.
No,
If you
no,
watch it,
stop it,
Yoss,
man.
We're gonna-
you'll
Stop
find out.
it.
It's very easy.
That's not
Not in this
kind of
corner.
room. Oh.
No.
But
No.
welcome, Yosvan.
Put your belt on.
You don't have to speak in
Okay.
caps.
Got
I can
it.
hear you.
Just sit there quietly for about an hour, right?
I sense a troll.
You got that book, right?
Oh, the pop-up book.
Yeah,
so
hopefully.
he,
pop-up book, yeah.
he takes out his pop-up book and starts looking.
The pop-up book.
Yeah.
One of those 4 books. Yeah, they have plenty
Yeah,
of
it was-
plenty of
that one was-
pictures, plenty of pop-up scenes and stuff like that. Oh yeah, all over.
That
the place.
one is Dawn of Daros, in fact.
There's even a there's a pop-up of an Elvish Presley, and he's playing a magical lute. And you ain't nothing but my hellhound dog.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah, it was yeah. Thanks for the follow, it. Thank you.
Lynn's just humming the tune.
Okay, hour goes by, nothing happens. I even did another random encounter to see if the ceiling was going to collapse on you guys, but hey, luck is on your side. So chambers, there's a chamber going to the west. It turns back up north. Also to the south where the torch room was, there was another couple of turns. Well, the torch room went to the west, and then it looks like it went back down to the south.
All right, Lynn's going to head to the west.
Okay. You peek around. Chamber about another 30 feet. And there's you see several granite beams with wood that are kind of holding up the ceiling here. And there's all kinds of, you can see that there's a bunch of rubble in this floor.
What about the ceiling? Is the ceiling...
It looks like, there's quite a few huge divots that have fallen out of the roof onto the ground. I mean, you can get inside of the room from where, you are. You look inside, and yeah, you can definitely get inside. There's a couple of these marble beams, though, with wooden planks and stuff holding up the ceiling. Thank you guys
so I
for
want
the
to take a
follow.
look at
Totally
the
appreciate it.
beam. Does it look like it's about to just crack?
Oh, it looks rickety
Crash.
for sure. I mean, it looks like any movement in there would probably make it collapse. That's for sure. And then you can also see over in the northeastern corner, looks like there's some stairs. Some stairs that look like are maybe going down.
Oh, going down, not up.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
what she
friends,
said,
there are
going down.
some stairs. Should we risk it? What do you think?
Well, that's as good a direction as any other. Maybe it goes down to wherever those coins fall to.
Maybe there's a... Hey, maybe there's a coin in this room that you have to search around. Valentine, this is called Fantasy Grounds, fantasygrounds.com.
Yeah,
much better than Roll20.
I'm just afraid that
All the bells and whistles.
that once we go down there, it's
Automation
going to collapse
galore.
and we'll be stuck down there.
Spoils you.
Well, I'll be fine. Go ahead, check it out.
You had enough of the ceiling collapsing on you for one day?
Yeah. How about this? Let's check this room out real quick.
Derp,
and
what's
then
up, Derp?
Before we go
Welcome,
down,
everybody.
we didn't
Good to
quite
see
go
you
past
guys.
those.
Thank you guys for hanging out.
Two body
5 Eagles
trunks
of
down there.
Dragonspear
We'll check that out after we look through here, and then we can come
If
back.
you guys have any
we,
questions, we'll be playing till 1.
if we wanna go down and check it out.
You guys can save your questions till then.
I want to look down the stairs, Dave, see if I
Okay,
can see.
sure. Give me a percentile check as well. And give me a D20 investigation. As you look down the stairs, it basically crumbles into where the ceiling has collapsed and blocked the stairway. And you found several other stairwells like this also. All right, very nice percentile roll. You don't accidentally hit the marble plank or anything, or knock it loose, and nothing really catches your eye.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. But as you're walking out, a glint catches your eye. You find a coin, my friend. You find a coin in the rubble.
Nice.
Yeah, you find a coin, so you're back up to, how many coins do you have? You have 3 coins now.
We have 3 coins.
Wow, you have 3 coins. And I guess you guys probably want some experience too, right? From the last 2 encounters that we had.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
We're getting close to 6.
And you guys are getting pretty close. Wow, you get another 1,400 experience apiece. That was 7,300 total. Yeah, that's another great thing.
Oh my
about
God, we
Fantasy
are so
Grounds.
close.
Oh, guys, you know where this
Valentine.
goes?
It automatically
go?
adds the experience.
Goes down to
and treasure and
our
everything else,
our
essentially.
baiting friend, I bet. I bet he's about underneath here.
Roll 20
Remember
can't do
remember
that.
that passageway was blocked?
Yeah, Forest Lump and
I bet you it was. And I'll trot on back down the hall. You'll notice I didn't tell anybody about that coin.
Everybody give me some perception checks. Who was in the hall?
I was.
Who was in the hall? Give me a perception check. Give me a stealth check, Mr. Gimbal, and we'll compare the two. Oh, let's see. Gimbal's stealth check. Everybody's rolling. Oh, Gimbal, you were so
nice.
sly. Nobody saw you stow the coin inside of your robe. Oh, Gimbal.
all right. So as soon as Gimbal starts running away, Lynn
Delphin
just
would be proud.
takes off.
Oh, how Delphin would be proud. Okay, so as you guys are making your way south now, looks like you've kind of cleared everything else to the north. Wow, you guys are. This is a huge map. And if I'm not mistaken, you guys know where the stairs going up are also. So over on the
Yeah,
eastern
we do.
side, yeah.
In the Uber Vault.
Yeah, and the Uber Vault. All right, so let's open up a little bit more. You see a door on your left-hand side, and then you see this open up into another chamber that is just past your dark vision range as you're at the end of the hall. And over here to the west, you can see this actually end. But then, as you're kind of looking, you're like, what the heck is that? It looks like beams of light are coming in and illuminating the corner of this chamber. And then it also goes to the north. You can see that it does go to the north.
All right, guys, there's a little bit of light ahead. Let's check it out. So I'll come up to it and take a look. Is there like a hole in the wall? Is that what it is?
No, it looks like it actually looks like this place is caved in. And then towards the top, you can kind of climb your way up onto the rubble that's in the corner of the hall. And you can actually see outside. And you can get a great, breath of fresh air as you climb towards the top of the pile of rubble. You can smell the flowers.
I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check that out. I'm gonna go look up on it. And so Lynn starts to climb up.
Yeah, it looks like a way that you could actually, you could, with time, you could probably dig your way out. Because you can see the, open sky. Little parts, it's not like you can see for miles. I mean, it's just, it's blocked. So yeah, you could pull the rubble down and spend probably a couple 8 hours and dig your way out and get out this way if you wanted to.
Okay.
Well, there's a way out, at least.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
We'll keep that in mind just in case things go bad.
Hey, what's up to the north, Ander?
As far as I can see, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like a 20 by 20 room.
Looks like another room.
And then it looks like it kind of turns to the right also. 20 by 20 room.
Hey, friends, where did those kids go? Where did those orcs go?
Why? You looking to adopt?
Well, I just want to make sure that they're not hurt or anything. I mean,
I
they
heard
To
the
show
Love
them
them.
his six pack.
No.
Maybe.
Ander, give me a perception check, Ander. Now, in this room, in the alcove that's on the eastern wall, guess what you found? You found an iron safe.
Gimbal, there's another safe over here.
All right, let's see what's in it.
And you have 3 coins. And these aren't
I have 2
the saves that are like that was in the Uber vault to where you could basically break them. These are the really good ones. So you have 3 coins. Let me you can go ahead and you can take one off.
Drop one.
Yeah. Take one off of the list inside of the item parcel. And you put the coin in, right?
Yes.
All right, you put the coin in, you hear it rolling around in there, you hear a bunch of gears kind of grinding around, you hear some things popping, making some noise, and the door opens. The iron safe door opens, and there's quite a few things in here. There is a climber's kit, there is a healer's kit, there are 3 familiar flasks that you recognize, which is alchemist fire, and there is a scale, like a merchant scale to weigh things. It's made of bronze. It's probably worth about 5 gold or so. And then there's a very nice item, which is a magnifying glass. And especially with that chunk of glass, it's worth probably about 100 gold. So let's go ahead and put all of this stuff into your party treasure.
So I can't adjust the party sheet, so you'll have to take that coin off.
Oh, okay. I will do that.
So for the vials, Dave, I want to make sure that these are handy so I can grab them So I won't put them in the bag of holding. I'll have them on my belt pouch or something
the
like that.
alchemist fire.
Yeah, so I can use that in combat if needed, as well as the acid vials.
Yeah, if you guys want to take anything off of that, just make sure you just drag it by the little eye in the hex that's on the right hand side, and just make sure you drag it onto the inventory tab on your character sheet, and it will magically appear on your sheet.
It doesn't work for me.
Man, what is going on with your FG tonight?
I don't know. I mean, it's fine. Just if we get to that, if I want to use it, just
Yeah.
you know, I've got it handy if that's all right. Otherwise, all this stuff's in the bag.
Yeah. So you're still not able to target or anything like that, huh?
No, I haven't been
All
in.
right. Well, I'll add.
Yeah.
Do you want all three, or do you just want one, or what?
Just one.
Okay. I'll
just
add,
one. So
I'll
I just
add
want to
one of
hand
those
it
to your
in
sheet. Yeah,
combat.
not a problem.
Okay, thanks.
So let's see. Ander, okay. Nice perception check. Lynn, let's see. Why don't you give me a perception check? And Tatsa, you can give me a perception check.
I'm still looking at my pop-up book, apparently.
Yeah, you are. You love the pictures. Oh, let's see. Tatsa, we need to... Oh, yeah, that's right. You got one level of exhaustion, so you're rolling with disadvantage. However, Tatsa, something catches your attention, and you look over to where Ander is, and you see all of a sudden the wall starts to shimmer a little bit. And what I mean by shimmer, it's like you see a couple of eyes looking around feverishly. You know, you can see two eyeballs looking around, and then all of a sudden they disappear, and it looks like the wall, the wall again. It looks like a peephole has gotten your attention. A couple of eyes.
And where's this at in the room?
It's right here, and I should have probably drew an arrow right next to where Ander is.
I'm gonna go peer into the peephole.
Oh, well, it's actually closed. You can see that there's two circles there, but there's some type of like a piece of plaster that's kind of slid over the holes to where it's not so conspicuous that there's holes there. So it's basically like plugs that are in the hole now, but you can see the outline of where the holes were.
I go ahead and start telling the party about the holes that I saw.
What?
And you
Somebody's
saw
watching
a couple of eyes. Yeah, you saw a couple of eyes kind of rolling back and forth. Bloodshot eyes.
Well, is it a
Probably
door?
watched one before.
Lynn likes that. Lynn's got these all over the place, especially in the sauna box.
I've seen these before. Usually there's a door somewhere near that you can get behind. I mean, I think that's probably what would happen if somebody had something like this.
You sound like you know this from personal experience.
I think we have the makings of the Bathhouse Bandit here.
You call yourself a paladin.
He is an Omi Barton fan, right?
Well, he never said he wasn't a Roman Catholic priest, so I mean, there you go.
Oh, good point.
I tried to avoid that, but so are there any? Is there a door or anything on this wall?
There is you can go ahead and give me an investigation check, but it does look like these peepholes are cleverly hidden, probably with some type of course. You're just enamored by these peepholes. I mean, they're perfect cylindrical holes.
I'm concerned that everybody's going to find out. So I'm just kind of shifting and looking around.
Why do you look so nervous, Len?
Oh,
Here, let me see. What's going on here? You said you saw a peephole? Where?
Yeah, there's a couple peepholes, and like I said, this was probably made by the dwarves. Their ingenious, ingenuity and stuff, and their craftsmanship. And these holes are basically just drilled out, and then there's a couple of plugs.
So I gave you a check there, Dave.
Let's see. You can actually see the with your investigation check. You can see a outline of a secret door, and the peephole is a little bit lower, probably at a dwarf's height.
Oh, here's the door here, guys.
Which is
And I'll
almost
start-
perfect for you, yeah.
Yeah, I'll start pushing on it, trying to shift it, see if I can't open this door.
You push one of the eye holes, and one of the eye holes is now it's like a piece of cork with like a stone-looking plaster on the ends, and now you can see inside of the room in front of you. So you can peep on the peeper.
I'm not going to put anything in this hole, but I think Lynn likes that sort of thing. And I'll keep working on trying to figure out how to open the secret door.
Do you look inside of the hole?
Me?
Yeah.
From a distance.
So you're not going to get right up on it, huh?
No.
It's where you're going to get
not
poked
really.
in the eye by something? No, I'm just kidding.
Probably.
All right, so you're looking into the hole from a distance, and you can see a couple of chairs.
Fucking crying.
You guys bring it out, man. So you can see a couple of tables and chairs, and they're made out of a white marble. And then it looks like some type of like contraption too. That's on the wall.
Oh, well, see, that gets my interest, and I'll get a little closer and peer in there. I'm being very careful, though, a little skittish. I don't know what's going to pop out of that hole, but I will get a little bit closer to get a better look.
Okay, you can actually you look in there, and you can see it's like an alchemical lab, like an alchemy lab, and you can see that there is a dwarf, a balding dwarf, and he's in a like a white lab coat, and he has this contraption on his head that has like a light on it, and it looks like he's pouring things and looking at liquids and kind of swashing them around, and you notice that all of a sudden you can hear him speaking, and he speaks, and you kind of look around in the hole and you don't see anything else, but then he holds up his hand. And on his hand is a puppet. It looks like a sock puppet. And he's talking back to himself in another type of voice. So it's like, oh, I think we have the ingredients correct. And then the sock says, okay, I think it looks good. Let's go ahead and let's mix it. And then let's throw it. Stupid.
Let's mix it and then throw it?
Let's mix it and throw it, says the sock puppet.
And then so I'll get close to the little peephole and I'll say, no, on second thought, let's double the ingredients.
You say that?
Yeah, see if it works.
He looks startled, and he looks back at the peephole, and he actually sees your eyeball in there, and he's kind of getting down and looking in there, and he's kind of walking closer to the hole because obviously he sees the little piece of cork that's out of the peephole, and then all of a sudden you're looking eye to eye with the dwarf, and you can actually smell his breath coming through the hole.
Hey, are you gonna open?
What are you talking about? Double the ingredients? That could be pretty volatile.
That's
And then he puts
that's
a
the
sock
best thing to
puppet.
do.
He puts a sock puppet up, and the sock puppet, you can see him moving the mouth, and it says, that would not mean good. It's not going to double the ingredients. And then, all of a sudden, he disappears, and you see the open room, and then you hear a click, and then the door slides to the side. And you see a 20 by 20 foot chamber again. And we'll put you right here. This is where you're at. Trying to sneak away from the door. And this is definitely a laboratory, that's for sure. And you see three marble tables. You see some chairs, some marble chairs there, and you see these contraptions. And there's 3 different laboratories that he's got, which are the little, kind of squares in the walls and stuff. And he introduces himself. He says, hello there. I'm Vaughn, and this is my friend Aldo. And he holds up the sock puppet, and he says, hello.
Hi there. I'm Gimbal, and these are the other guys.
It's a wool sock with
The other
black
guys.
button eyes on there.
And so I'll immediately go up to the first station, and I'll put my hands behind my back to show I'm not screwing with your experiments or anything.
So do you like what you see here, little man?
I'm looking around at everything. I'm checking it out. I'm like, yeah, what you working on here? This is pretty cool.
Oh, I'm making some pretty volatile stuff. We're gonna try to take this place back from, me and Aldo anyways. We're gonna try to take this place back from those devilish red wizards that have kind of taken over. I mean, we've kind of gotten used to, with the orcs already, but these red wizards, they've got to go.
Well, I got good news for you. We've already killed a couple of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, what's this one over here? Let me see this. Oh, this is cool. And Gimbal's just busying himself looking at all the different beakers and vials and being careful not to touch things, but he's really struggling not to touch things.
Yeah, let me go ahead and show you where the dwarf is. This is where the dwarf is on the map, actually. And actually not he, but Aldo, he starts to show you around. He's giving you the VIP tour of the laboratory. And he says, these are something that my master and I have been working on for quite a while. And the dwarf is just moving his mouth the whole time. I mean, this guy is crazy. You guys can, no checks needed. This guy is a couple donuts short of a baker's dozen, that's for sure. And he pulls you over to the first little distillery here, which is by this table. And he says, this is the main distillery, and this is where Vaughn makes a truly vile turnip beer. I really don't like it. And you can tell that the sock has a bunch of stains and stuff on it. And I've actually tried the turnip beer on several occasions, but it's just too vile to drink. And he when you call that process again, Vaughn? And he says, I call it ripen squeezing. And you guys are like, what the hell? But what it does is, Vaughn says, yes, what it does is it works its way around the tube, and all of these gases, which are highly combustible, so no smoking inside of the laboratory, please. No pipes, no pipe weed, no torches, nothing like that. You can actually see that there's these little magical orbs on the wall that are illuminating the room. And he says, no, it'll make it explode. And everything will go boom. Now this it's really dangerous because they not only will it does it blow up, but it has all of a tinge of all of the elements in here also. It's sort of like a high quality H2O, and it just kind of gives it a go. And then we go over here, and he pulls you over to, no, come on. This contraption is called the Lightning Go Round. And this contraption, well, Vaughn doesn't like it when they call them contraptions. But this has actually a couple of wheels and has some rats kind of giving some rat power, to it. And he's got three rats and these wheels. And these wheels are turning, and it's creating these sort of like it's sparking like some type of electricity, and it's arcing between the different wheels, and then it kind of goes up into the contraption itself. And he says, I don't even think seriously, I don't even think Vaughn knows what this does yet, so don't touch it. Because I did one time, and I got zapped. That's kind of the reason why my voice is the way it is now, how it sounds really nasally. That's because I touched this. But Vaughn, he calls it the lightning go-round. No,
Well, you might need to get your adenoids removed or something. Clear that up a little bit.
Adenoids? What are the adenoids?
It's part of your nose. That,
Is it like a pill
never
or
mind.
something?
Yeah,
It's a suppository.
And then Gimbal starts asking the puppet questions about the different, features and stuff. And
Oh,
he
yeah,
wants to know the technical stuff about it.
Oh, he's trying to give you the once over on that. Yeah,
Just going on and on.
He's
So
always
that's what I'll be
referring back to
doing
Vaughn.
until.
That's why he's doing all the talking, because Vaughn's doing the talking, if you know what I mean. And this dude is clearly mad. I mean, for sure, he is a mad dwarf. And then he pulls you over to the other corner of the room and he says, "Oh, this is what he calls this is the best of all." And he kind of uses his knuckles to move the eyes, like he's kind of rolling the eyes a little bit, and he calls this the food wrangler. And you can see that there's a bunch of axes and hammers with like pulleys and strings and wire. And he says, "This is sort of like because Vaughn does like to cook from time to time, and he uses the food wrangler here. And you can see that there's pieces of food and stains all over the wall, all over the table." Still stuck on the hammers and the axes. This is where he likes to chop food up for when he's cooking. He doesn't use this device for anything else. He just likes to cut up. He likes to cut all up the turnips on here for his beer that he likes. That horrible turnip beer that he makes. And he says, "Ooh, it's just vile. You can try some if you want to." And like I said, there's all kinds of food all over this place. If you have anything cut up, you can cut it up on the food wrangler. He calls it the food wrangler.
Lynn will say to him, "Good dwarf. How have you been alone? Are you alone in here, just all by yourself?"
Yeah. I'll handle this. Yeah, I'm kind of by myself. And he says, my wife and my child, they have not been around for a long time. And he looks like he's kind of aging a little bit as well. He's got sort of like a Friar Tuck head of hair, where it's kind of bald on the top, and he's got like this a white head of hair around his head. And of course, he has on this contraption on his head, sort of like a doctor would, with the little light on the top. And he says, I've been here for a while. What do you want to know?
Well,
who are you?
My name is Lintarm. My name is Lintarm. I Paladin of Helm.
Keep going. All the titles. Keep going.
People expert. So let me ask you this:
Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer. Oh, there's another of those around here, and I haven't been any around for a long time.
There, that is again.
What kind of dragon did you kill?
It was a black one.
We did not kill a dragon. We merely handled the situation. So have you know about King Torin?
Oh, King Torin? Yeah,
Torin,
that old codger's still around. He's got me by at least 100 years, maybe even 150. I don't even know how old he is. And then he looks over towards Vaughn and he says, "Vaughn, do you know how old he is?" "No, I think he's probably about 150, 250 years old, yeah."
Oh, we've spent some time speaking with him and found him earlier, and he wants to get rid of the Red Wizards as well. And I just heard you talking about how you did not like them being in this in the halls here, and you were planning to oust them.
Oh, well, do you know where the king is?
Yes,
I have made a couple vials of alchemy fire.
So, how have you survived in here? You're getting food. What, turnips? You say? Do you grow them yourself?
Oh, I just go right down to the kitchen, silly. I just go right to the kitchen. Yeah, I usually walk by myself.
Okay.
Sock is shit.
Well,
the sock puppet saying that?
Yeah, the sock puppet. I have a sock on my hand now. Yeah, this is my sock puppet here. Of course, you guys can't see it.
Well,
I should have got as lint's like falling off of it and shit. I need some button eyes on it.
Excellent. And Lynn like shifts back and forth, and he's not sure if he's supposed to look at the sock or the dwarf, and so he's just kind of talking about them. So, have you had much success against the Red Wizards? Have you killed any of them? Have you driven any of them away? Or is it all just...
Sorry, I was drawing a couple
preparing?
of eyes on my sock so I could actually talk and you could see the eyes. But no, well, the Red Wizards have been around for a while, and King Corn, he's kind of senile. He's actually kind of crazy. He's like crazy as a lamb.
Really?
He's really crazy, and he's like the only person. Everybody around here is okay except for the king. He's crazy. But
the sock saying that.
Well, the sock I drew the eyes kind of screwed up, so my eyes are actually in my mouth, if you can see. Boy, I really screwed my. Yeah, I really screwed up my sock puppet here. but he says yes. We're trying to get rid of the Red Wizard, and yeah, we're trying to get rid of him.
Let's see. Do you happen to know where they are, where they stay most of the time?
Yes, they're up on the third floor. Yes, they're upstairs. They're on the third floor.
All right. I have two more questions. First of all, you mentioned some beer that you brew yourself.
Yes, here, have some. And he walks over to the first contraption that he showed you, and he says, "Oh, this is the good stuff. This is the turnip beer. We ran out of the other dwarven IronAxe ale that we had, so I decided that hey, if we're gonna get hammered around here, if we're gonna get blitzed and be able to party, somebody's gonna have to make some beer. So that's what I'm making, turnip beer." Yeah, we have lots of turnip beer. Here, have some. And he pours you a glass there. He pours a glass for you in.
I'll drink it.
Oh,
I'll drink it. How is
horrible. It's putrid. In fact, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah, you actually get sick and you vomit it all over the place. And he says, "Can't handle your liquor, huh?"
That's pretty insulting there, Lynn.
You're definitely not a dwarf.
Wow, man. What a pushover Lynn is.
Yeah,
my next question.
This guy's a real lightweight.
So after I get done puking up everything,
the worst sock puppet ever.
I just good dwarf. I have one more question. Do you have any oil?
Oh, jeez. And at this point, I leave
I
have not had
a circle for a mouth. Oh my god, this is horrible. He says, "Yeah, I've got some oil. What type of oil do you need?"
Oh well, I get this horrible chafe and rash from my armor sometimes. I just need to oil myself up every once in a while, and I ran out a while ago. It's a long story.
So it sounds like you've got a case of the swamp ass. It sounds like a case of the swamp ass there. I've got just the thing for you. And he goes over to one of his shelves and he pulls this bottle off. And he hands it to you and he says, "Here, take this. There's only a little bit left. But anytime that you have any kind of swamp ass and you've got the chafe between your legs, kind of in between your butt crack where you sweat a lot and then it really hurts, you just take a little dab of this. No, don't put a little bit. Don't put a lot on there because it'll kind of actually fester it a little bit. But if you just take a little bit, rub it on your fingers and then rub it in there really, really, really good and slow, then that should take care of it for you." but it's some little home remedy that I made. Yeah.
Excellent. Whoa, thank you so much. Oh, and I appreciate the beer.
Well, I'm sorry you're such a lightweight. I bet the little gnome could probably drink more than you.
At this point, probably so.
It's too good.
And so, did everybody leave? It's just me?
Oh, I took off, yeah. As soon as you started asking for oil, I left.
Oh, right.
Gimble's out of there.
Right.
This is well, here's another entrance, too. And then he, over on the north end of the room, he slides the door open. And he says, anytime you want to come back and have a turnip beer, just stop on by and see good old Vaughn. And he slaps you on the hiney one time as you start to walk out of the room.
Oh, yeah. Good dwarf, thank you so much. And do seek out King Corin when you get a chance, and I'll tell him about where King Corin actually is over there.
Well, I know where he's at. I've lived here for 100 years.
Oh, well,
all right. Make him poop?
Okay.
Too good.
Jeez,
Sock puppet. You think you do it all as a DM, and then you get one of your dirty socks, put a couple of X's on it, and a circle for
as Lynn walks by, I'll kind of stop him and say, "Look, he's trying to get the Red Wizards. Maybe he could come along."
You want him to, you know what? Maybe you could. That's right. So as Carlos mentions that, I'll turn around and say, good dwarf, our mission.
Hey, you're back so soon, Lintarm.
Yeah, I'm not quite ready for another drink yet. I'll in a little while, but not quite yet. But we are on a mission to kick out the Red Wizards from your halls as well, and was wondering if perhaps the two of you might want to accompany us and help us on this mission.
Well, it's so nice of you to consider my friend here. And I'm trying to scramble to put my sock puppet back on.
Yes, well, you're both.
Yes, I'd love to come along, especially if you're going to try to kick out those red wizards there. I don't like those red wizards. Those red wizards.
Well, we would be glad to have you along. In fact, I know that Gimbal has many questions still yet about your contraptions and your work. He would be fascinated to speak with you.
I was kind of wondering why he left so all of a sudden. I mean, do you think he might not like Vaughn?
Oh no!
Lynn was about to get perverted on you.
You see, Gimbal has some issues, feeling a little intimidated around me. You know, at times.
Is he a little funny? If you know what I mean.
Oh, you mean crazy? You mean a little mad?
I wasn't meaning mad, but yeah, maybe.
Maybe a little.
That type of funny.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, that's the type of funny I'm talking about.
Right. But he's a good gnome. He's a real good gnome. We're all good people.
He's a good gnome. He's such a good gnome.
That's not what I meant, but yes, okay.
Yes, I know. I'm just having fun with my sock puppet.
Yeah. Well, you two are welcome to come along with us if you would like.
Well, how about you let me straighten up a little bit and have a couple more of these tuna beers, and whenever you're ready to go up to the Red Wizards part of Mount Farm, come and get me, and well, hey, I haven't done this in many years, but we'll go exploring together, and I can show you around and tell you where everything is. How about that?
Yes, I would like that very much. Well, we're going to explore. We've got one little area to go check out real quick. We'll let you get prepared, and we'll be back for you.
Just remember, Mr. Lynn of Tarm. Just remember, whenever you use that little secret ointment that I give you, remember, don't put too much on. Just about 2 fingers worth. Just 2 fingers worth, and get it all in there really good.
Just credit card.
Really good and really slow. But remember,
Really slow,
don't put too much on there because it could actually fester it a little bit.
Okay,
And that's all coming from Aldo, the sock puppet.
Thank you very much, Aldo. I appreciate your help. I will remember that. 2 fingers.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right, come get me whenever you're ready to go up to that 3rd level, and we'll go cracking some skulls, some Thayan skulls.
Excellent. We'll do that. And then turn around and leave.
All right.
It'll be good to have him as an ally. Maybe he'll get to attack twice.
Just think if I actually had a girlfriend.
What's in the sock?
Yeah, just think if I actually had a girlfriend, and I'm not saying women need to be doing laundry because I do my own laundry, but just think if your girlfriend would see this sock with a couple of eyes on it and a mouth on it. Just think what she would think of you. She would say, "What in the hell is going on?" And that is why I have decided to stay single my entire life. Anyways, let's continue on, adventurers. It's getting past. We are into the exotic role-playing hour. So we're now going to. The red light is on, gentlemen. We are going to ERP. I don't know, but we'll find out afterwards. I'll have my cam on for you.
So I do an investigation here on this door.
All right. So you look at this room, and there. Let's see. Do an investigation check. No. There's a lock on it, and you look, and you kind of jiggle the handle a little bit, and it is locked.
Well, this one's locked.
I'll open it. And so I go.
How are you going to open it? Just get a little bit of a running start and bash it in.
So just as he's about to connect with the door, I'm going to cast the knock spell out of my scroll. The door flies open.
I am. I'm just going to put the shoulder to it.
Yeah, so as he casts knock, he says, hocus pocus alakazam, bam, the door flies open. You run in, the door flies open, and you see Grit in his bed with a magazine, and then he covers himself up really quick. And he says, "Get lost! Get out of here now!
Does he got a
Don't come in here!" And then, yeah, he was totally doing the business in there. And then he has all kinds of posters all over the wall of who else? For an inspiration.
Gimbal.
No, you screwed that up. Nope, he had Elvis Presley. Yep. He had posters of Elvis Presley all over his wall as you barged in on him with a magazine in hand called the Bugbear Monthly, by the way.
Wow.
The best of Bugbear Monthly. And you catch him and he goes, "Get lost, get out of here. This is my room." And then he kind of throws the cover over himself. Elvis Presley and Justin Bieber posters all over the place. And a Twilight poster. Don't forget the Twilight poster. And he's yelling at you, "Shut the damn door!
Sorry.
Shut it!"
Grit, sorry. And so Lynn.
Wow, Lynn, that was pretty embarrassing.
Did you show him your abs?
Did you show him your six-pack under your armor?
Did you carry some of that oil lotion, whatever?
No, that's mine.
Unbelievable. I had to do that.
Don't have enough to share.
Some swamp ass?
I had to do that.
or fingers
or
now.
you can check it.
Yeah.
Just 2 fingers. What in the hell?
In fact, he might have some extra. You're right. I need to go in and ask him.
Freddie Orcury. Very nice. Zane Atlas. Freddie Orcury Very
Nice.
nice.
That was a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Freddie Orkery, he got his 2 fingers worth. And a little bit more. Bugbear Monthly Collector's Edition. The Bugbear Monthly Calendar. That's what he's looking at. So you get the door shut. You can hear him scrambling in his room. You can hear stuff getting knocked off of shelves and stuff. Oh, he's scrambling in there. You got him. Over here is a dead dead end.